Good day everyone, myself Tripti Mishra. Today we will discuss NCERT Science Chapter 1 Matter in Our Surroundings Part 3. Our today's topic is States of Matter. Observing different types of matter around us, we can see that matter around us exists in three different states: solid, liquids, and gas. These states of matter arise due to the variation in the characteristics of the particles of matter. Now, let us study about the properties of these three states of matter in detail. First of all, we will study properties of the solid state. To understand the properties of solid state, we will collect some articles like a pen, a book, a needle, and a piece of wooden stick. Can we sketch the shape of the above articles in our notebook by moving a pencil around them? Yes, we can, because all these have a definite shape, distinct boundaries, and a fixed volume. What happens if they are hammered, pulled, or dropped? They will not change their shape, because solids have a tendency to maintain their shape when subjected to outside force. Solids may break under force, but it is difficult to change their shape, so they are rigid. Are these capable of diffusing into each other? No, they are not capable of diffusing into each other. Try compressing them by applying force. Are you able to compress them? Your answer will be no, because they have negligible compressibility. By observing all the above examples, we can conclude about the characteristics of solid state. Solids have a definite shape, distinct boundaries, and fixed volumes, that is, have negligible compressibility. Solids have a tendency to maintain their shape when subjected to outside force. Solids may break under force, but it is difficult to change their shape, so they are rigid. They cannot diffuse in each other. Now we will consider some more examples of solid. What about a rubber band? Can it change its shape on stretching? Is it a solid? Yes, it is a solid. A rubber band changes shape under force and regains the same shape when the force is removed. If excessive force is applied, it breaks. What about sugar and salt? When kept in different jars, these take the shape of the jar. Are they solid? Yes, they are solid. The shape of each individual sugar or salt crystal remain fixed. Whether we take it in our hand, put it in a plate or in a jar. What about a sponge? It is a solid, yet we are able to compress it. Why? A sponge has minute holes in which air is trapped. When we press it, the air is expelled out and we are able to compress it, yet it is a solid. Now we will study about the liquid state. To understand the properties of liquid state, first we will collect some liquids like water, cooking oil, milk, juice, cold drink, etc. Then we will take containers of different shapes and a 50 ml marked measuring cylinder. Now measure 50 ml of any one liquid and transfer it into different containers one by one. Does the volume remain the same? Yes, the volume remains same. Does the shape of the liquid remains the same? No, liquids do not have a fixed shape. When we pour the liquid from one container into another, does it flow easily? Yes, they flow easily, so they are not rigid but can be called fluid. Refers to the above activity, we observe that liquids have no fixed shape but have a fixed volume. They take a shape of the container in which they are kept. Liquids flow and change shape, so they are not rigid but can be called fluid. Solids and liquids can diffuse into liquids. The gases from the atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water. These gases, especially oxygen and carbon dioxide, are essential for the survival of aquatic animals and plants. All living creatures need to breathe for survival. The aquatic animals can breathe underwater due to the presence of dissolved oxygen in water. Thus, we may conclude that the solids, liquids and gases can diffuse into liquids. The rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. This is due to the fact that the liquid state particles move freely and have greater space between each other and as compared to particles in the solid state. Now we will study the gaseous state. To understand the properties of particles of gases, first we will do an activity. We will take 300 ml syringes and close their nozzles by rubber corks as shown in the figure. Now remove the pistons from all the syringes. Leaving one syringe untouched, fill water in the second and pieces of chalk in the third. Insert the pistons back into the syringes. We will apply some Vaseline on the pistons before inserting them into the syringes for their smooth movement. Now try to compress the content by pushing the piston in each syringe. We will observe that untouched syringe is easy to push inside. The untouched syringe was filled with air by the observation of this activity, we can say that gases are highly compressible. The properties of gaseous state. Gases has no fixed shape and no fixed volume. As we have observed in the experiment that gases are highly compressible as compared to the solids and liquids. The liquefied petroleum gas LPG cylinder that we get in our home for cooking or the oxygen supplied to hospitals in the cylinders is compressed gas. Because of high compressibility of gaseous state, a balloon seller can fill a large number of balloons from a single cylinder. Compressed natural gas or CNG is used as fuel these days in vehicles. Due to its high compressibility, large volume of gases can be compressed into a small cylinder and transported easily. Now we come to know what is being cooked in the kitchen without even entering there by the smell that reaches our nostrils. How does this smell reaches us? The particles of the aroma of food mixed with the particles of air spread from the kitchen reaches us and even further away. The smell of hot cooked food reaches us in seconds compared with the rate of diffusion of solids and liquids. We will find that high speed of particles and large space between them gases show the property of diffusion very fast into other gases. In the gaseous state, the particles move about randomly at high speed. Due to this random movement, the particles hit each other and about the wall of the container. The pressure exerted by the gas is because of this force exerted by gas particles per unit area on the wall of the container. This figure shows the magnified picture of the three states of matter. The motion of the particles can be seen and compared in the three states of the matter by this figure. Now we will go to a comparative study of three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. As shown in the figure, particles of solids are very close to each other. In the liquids, particles have space between them, and in the gaseous there is maximum space between the particles. Then solid state has the fixed shape and definite volume, where in the liquid state there is no fixed shape but fixed volume is there. In the gaseous state, neither fixed shape nor fixed volume is there. In the solid state, interparticle distances are smallest. Liquid state, interparticle distances are larger. And gaseous state, interparticle distances are largest. Solids are incompressible. All liquids are almost incompressible. And gases are highly compressible. Solids have high density and do not diffuse. Liquids' density is lower than the solids and they diffuses in each other. Gases' density is least and they diffused very fast. Solids have interparticle forces of attractions are strongest. Liquids' interparticle forces of attraction are weaker than solids. In gaseous state, interparticle force of attraction are weakest. In solids, constituent particles are very closely packed. In liquids, constituent particles are less closely packed. And in gases, constituent particles are free to move. So this was the comparative study of the three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So friends, like the video, share the video and subscribe my YouTube channel to get the notification as I upload my new video. Thank you.